Hello, everyone. My name is David Sisk, and I'm the director of the English Learner programs for Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. And today is April the 2nd, 2020. And if you are like me and many educators across the United States, we are adjusting to the new reality of how we are delivering instruction during these difficult times. To ensure that our EL and immigrant students are not left behind in this new reality, now is a good time to remind ourselves and others of some of the unique needs of our ELs and our immigrant students. Okay, so what you can see here is we have taken Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and you can see Maslow's pyramid on the left-hand side of the screen. The foundational component are the physiological needs. These would be your basic physiological needs like food, clothing, and shelter. You see the next level is safety, both the emotional and the physical safety. The third level is belonging. This really focuses on relationships, role models, friendships, and peer groups. And then you have esteem, which focuses on your self belief and your self esteem. And then prior to self actualization, all of these levels and these needs need to be met in some way. And then self actualization is when you're ready to learn. So, what you can see on the right hand side of the screen, what I have done is I have given an EL and an immigrant focus to each one of these levels. For example, with the physiological needs, your students, your EL and immigrant students may be dealing with additional physiological challenges, which can include potential lack of information and lack of communication on these benefits that they need, which could affect employment, their economic reality, with their safety. You can see that EL and immigrant families may not be living with a family member or may be living with many people who are not their family members. So, just some points to consider when you're thinking about safety. There may be some fears around interacting with the law enforcement agencies. Then, when you get up to the belonging level, again, you have communication needs, and in some cases, communication barriers throughout each one of these levels. So, you're going to see that as a common theme, but you may have an absence of EL or former EL role models, an absence of opportunities to develop friendships because of language barriers or cultural barriers. And then when you get up to the esteem level, you see that EL and immigrant families may encounter significant barriers in working in a classroom culture that's primarily designed for native English speakers. And so, of course, this could affect an EL or an immigrant student's esteem, their belief in themselves. And these are a couple different examples of what that might entail. So what you see in the blue column on the right-hand side of the screen are some of the complicating factors or additional circumstances that may complicate an EL or an immigrant student's experience in meeting these basic needs, the physiological, the safety, the belonging, and then the esteem levels, so they can get to self-actualization. And once a student gets to self-actualization, that's really the optimum environment for learning. And so these are just some additional considerations for your EL students when you are considering, or any educator or anyone really who's working with an EL or an immigrant student, when they're thinking about additional attention that those families may need, those families and students may need. Here are some examples of how Maslow's hierarchy of needs is adapted, is modified slightly to put a little more focus on the additional needs for EL students and immigrant students. So I hope you find this tool helpful as we navigate these uncertain times, these uncertain educational times with our students in general. But this is a really helpful tool when we consider the specific and the unique needs of our EL and our immigrant students. So again, my name is David Sisk. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and have a good day.